What grip do you have? You use an Eastern grip?
Yes, but when I warm up, I switch it.
Wait, what's your regular forehand grip?
Here.
Oh, it's semi. But when you
Semi.
do mini tennis, you do Eastern.
I don't know why.
That's so funny.
You really want to work on technique, you can work on my serve too.
Yeah, you don't like your serve?
No. And you know why I have a hard time?
How come?
So, to teach people,
The serve.
I double fault.
What do you mean?
I literally just want to do a false serve
Wait a second. What do you mean? You teach people to serve and you double fault?
when I play doubles all the time.
You play doubles with your students and you double fault. Why?
I think, I know, like,
What do you do on your second serve? You do kick or slice?
kick.
You do
But
kick.
the thing is, like, when I was in college, I had a hard injury on my nerve here.
Okay.
So I think I'm scared,
Yeah.
and I'm not smooth anymore.
You're not smooth anymore. Are you maybe purposely slowing down the serve to make it like easy for your students to return? And that's why you're double faulting?
Exactly.
Okay, maybe. We'll take a look later.
That's why.
Maybe we'll take a look later. But
That's
the
why.
one thing about like your forehand, your backhand, it's obviously good and you have good timing and you play well. But one thing that like even some elite players do is they take the racket back super early and they're stuck in the take back position. And you lose a lot of continuity, a lot of momentum from that. So on your backhand, like you take the racket back and the racket just kind of sits here for a second.
Okay.
Like this. Now on the forehand, it's very pronounced because you do have a long take back, like your racket goes behind the body, and there's nothing necessarily wrong with that. But the problem is that you go here and then there's a little bit of a pause here. So this part you do really fast, but then you wait and then you go on the backhand. You take it here, you wait, and then you go. What you can try to do, which is going to help you a lot, to get more continuity, to wait on the side. And we can start with the forehand. Instead of going here so fast, you wait here a little bit longer. And it doesn't matter how far back you take it, this part will be more continuous. You can come in and out of this part with more acceleration, with more speed if you wait on this side as opposed to taking it back super fast and waiting here. So just put your racket towards me. You can turn right away. Go ahead and turn. Wait here. And then just swing from there. Do it again. Racket towards me. You can turn right away and swing from there. Good. Better. Okay, do it again. Wait a little bit longer. Exaggerate the hold period. Exaggerate here and then go. See, you're kind of like quick on the take back here. Slow down in this part. So sequence your acceleration so that like here, you go slow, 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 and then you start speeding up as the racket drops in this area. Okay. You want to go, if you want the stroke to look like smooth and fluid, the acceleration has to be sequenced slow to fast. If you go fast here and you're stuck there, it's not going to look so smooth. It's going to look a little bit hectic and it's going to look rushed.
Okay.
That makes sense?
Okay.
So you wait here as long as you possibly can, okay? Better. Do it again. Wait longer there, wait. And now by wait, you incorporate that into your turn. So the forehand comes, you go here, and now you already turned, you're set up, and the racket is here. And then you start the actual stroke when the racket goes back, you start that very late. Now wait there. That was my favorite one so far. That was really good. Okay. Do it again. That was beautiful. Nice forehand. Try it again. What do you think? It's good?
Smooth.
It's smoother, right?
Much better.
Okay, good. So now let's try to rally a little bit. All forehands, and you try to think about waiting longer here. Now that the ball is coming at you, you can time it so that you wait for the ball to bounce on your side to start initiating the forehand, okay?
Okay.
What do you think? You like it? You feel like it's more power. But that's the whole idea, because the swing develops more momentum. So you're going to feel like more power, but most importantly, it's just going to feel better because it's smoother, more continuous. The stroke overall on the backhand is a little bit shorter than the forehand. So naturally it's going to be less fluid because it's shorter. So you can probably get away with what you're doing, which is basically, you know, taking the racket straight down here. And taking it back fast. And there's even some like elite level players like Serena and Venus have a tendency to do this, but it's not optimal. See, the better thing to do would be to actually have the racket up in this position. Have you ever tried that? Have the racket head slightly above the handle.
Okay.
And then you wait, you take your racket back the same way you normally do with the timing, but instead of going down here like this, you go here. So now the racket won't start from this position, it's going to start from this position. You get a little bit of a racket drop. You gain, it's not much of a difference, it's a few percent, but it might give you a little bit more speed.
So up, drop.
Yeah. So instead of waiting like already down, you wait with the racket head above your handle. What do you like better, your forehand or your backhand?
Back.
Really?
Since I started teaching,
Wait, since you started teaching, you like your backhand better?
I like my backhand better.
How come? That's so weird.
Because for the forehand, I can naturally play like I do. I
Right.
play like a Spaniard. So I used to play heavy.
Heavy spin, now you got to
So
flatten
I've
it
been
out.
changing it,
Yes.
and I don't feel mine anymore.
You lost your forehand a little bit, okay. Don't go down right away, don't go down, don't go down.
Up.
See, on top of everything else, like it looks a lot better when the racket is up. Because again, just like the forehand, there's a little bit more continuity, there's more flow in the stroke. You know, it looks more hacked up if you go down here and go forward. So just wait here as long as you can. Come a little closer to me. There we go. Up, wait. Go again, and take it cross court. Up, wait. A little bit higher. I want the racket head to be above the handle. Here we go. Up. That was the best one so far. Do it again. Back up a little bit. Up and down. Better. One more time. Up. Okay, you dropped a little bit early there.
That one?
Yeah. Hold on one second. Let me get some of these balls. It looks a lot better. All this stuff that I'm showing you is going to look a lot better.
Much better.
It's going to look more stylish. Like I said, it's because the reason why it looks more stylish because it's more fluid, more continuous. The other way, it's not bad by any means, but it looks more hectic. It looks more hacked up, you know? Okay, go cross court and try to stay up with the racket as long as possible. Good, again. Up, 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 up. Better. Come on, up, up, up. Way better. Stay up with it. Good, again, up with the racket. That one was the old backhand. You went like this. Look, go here, stay on this side, okay? Racket above the handle, racket head above the handle. Better. One more. Way better.
Good.
It feels good, right?
It feels good. The only thing when I go up,
Yeah.
I don't naturally go passing my wrist.
I think you do. I don't think you're.
I do?
See, the thing is, when you start like that, that drop becomes more intuitive in itself. You don't feel it as much. When you start down here, you feel the drop, you feel the wrist. Because honestly, when I hit my backhand, I start like this, and this happens completely by itself. I don't feel it at all
It's automatic.
because it's over much quicker and it's more natural. Because the acceleration makes you come in and out of this very fast. And so you don't really feel what wrist positions you're getting.
Got it.
Right? So what you're feeling now is you're not feeling the wrist bending down because that's how you used to start on the backhand. Better! See, the crazy thing about tennis is like you hit 1,000,000 balls and muscle memory kicks in right away. So this is something that you will have to think about every single time you hit a backhand. If you don't think about it, the old backhand comes back.
Right.
You know, so in order for this to become like your new backhand, you have to really like think about it a lot. So you can constantly do it, because if you don't, if you start to rally and start getting in the groove and you stop thinking about it, this comes back right away because it came back towards the end there. So the next 10, 15 balls, I want you to think every time you hit a backhand, you think this right here, okay? Way better. That was beautiful right there. Nice work.
Thank you so much.
Very good.